Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Nepal, the land of the Himalayas. We're about to embark on an epic journey, exploring the top 10 destinations this country has to offer. Get ready for breathtaking views, vibrant culture, and experiences that will stay with you forever. From the bustling streets of Kathmandu to the serene peaks of the Himalayas, Nepal has something for everyone. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or a history buff, a spiritual seeker or a nature enthusiast, this country will leave you in awe. So pack your bags, grab your gear, and get ready to dive into the beauty of Nepal. Trust me, this is one adventure you don't want to miss. Let's go. Alright guys, we've landed in Kathmandu, the energetic capital of Nepal. This city is a whirlwind of colors, sounds, and smells, where ancient temples stand tall amidst modern buildings. Think Times Square meets ancient history. It's wild. First up, we're hitting the streets, navigating through the crowds and the crazy traffic. You gotta try the street food here. Momos are a must. Keep your camera ready. Every corner you turn is a photo op. We're talking centuries-old temples, ornate carvings, prayer flags fluttering in the wind. You can feel the spiritual energy here. It's incredible. We'll visit Pashupatinath Temple, a sacred Hindu site, and Buddhanath Stupa, one of the largest spherical stupas in the world. Don't forget to haggle for souvenirs at Thamel, the tourist hub. You'll find everything from trekking gear to handcrafted jewelry. Kathmandu is an assault on the senses in the best way possible. One thing I love about Kathmandu is that amidst the chaos, there's a sense of peace. People here are incredibly friendly and welcoming. Next stop, Pokhara. This lakeside city is like a breath of fresh air after the hustle and bustle of Kathmandu. Imagine waking up to stunning views of the Annapurna Range reflected in the tranquil waters of Phiwa Lake. It's paradise. Now, Pokhara is known as the adventure capital of Nepal, and for good reason. Want to go paragliding with a view of the Himalayas? Done. How about trekking through rhododendron forests? You got it. Kayaking, ziplining, Pokhara has it all. We're going to spend a few days here soaking it all in. First up, a boat ride across Phiwa Lake to visit the Talbarahi Temple, a beautiful temple situated on an island. Get ready for a safari adventure, because we're heading to Chitwan National Park. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to some of the most incredible wildlife in the world, including one-horned rhinos, Bengal tigers, and elephants. We're ditching the city vibes for a few days and immersing ourselves in the wilderness. Imagine cruising down the Rapti River on a traditional dugout canoe, surrounded by nothing but the sounds of nature. Keep your eyes peeled for crocodiles basking on the riverbanks and colorful kingfishers darting through the trees. We might even spot a rhino or two. The best part? We're not just observing from afar. We're going on a jungle trek with experienced guides, tracking wildlife footprints and learning about the park's incredible biodiversity. It's like stepping into a real-life National Geographic documentary. And speaking of documentaries, remember that time I tried to film squirrels in Central Park? Yeah, this is way cooler than that. We're talking about encountering wild animals in their natural habitat. It's both humbling and exhilarating. From the wilds of Chitwan, we're traveling back in time to Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha. This sacred site holds immense spiritual significance for millions around the world. Even for a non-religious person like me, the energy here is palpable. Imagine standing beneath the Bodhi tree, where Buddha is said to have attained enlightenment. Pilgrims from all walks of life come here to meditate, reflect, and pay their respects. We'll visit the Maya Devi temple, which marks the exact spot where Buddha was born. Inside the temple, you can see ancient carvings depicting the life of Buddha. It's like stepping back in time 2,600 years. Lumbini isn't just about ancient history, though. It's also a place of peace and tranquility. As you wander through the gardens and monasteries, you can feel your worries melt away. Get ready for a sensory overload because we're heading to Bhaktapur. This ancient city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is known for its well-preserved medieval architecture, vibrant culture, and delicious cuisine. Walking through Bhaktapur is like stepping back in time. The streets are a maze of red brick houses, ornate temples, and hidden courtyards. You won't find any cars here, just bicycles, rickshaws, and the occasional stray cow. First things first, we gotta try the local specialty, Juju Dao, the king of yogurt. Seriously, it's like nothing you've ever tasted. Creamy, rich, and made with a secret recipe passed down through generations. Next, we'll visit the iconic Nyatapola Temple, the tallest pagoda in Nepal. This 5-tiered temple is a masterpiece of traditional Newari architecture and offers stunning views of the city. But Bhaktapur is more than just pretty buildings. Lace up your hiking boots and pack your sense of adventure, because we're about to embark on one of the most epic treks in the world, the Annapurna Circuit. This 100-plus mile trek takes us through diverse landscapes, from lush green valleys to arid high-altitude deserts, all while being surrounded by towering Himalayan peaks. It's not for the faint of heart, but trust me, it's an experience of a lifetime. We'll be trekking for days, following ancient trails, crossing suspension bridges over raging rivers, and pushing our limits both physically and mentally. But the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine waking up at sunrise with the Annapurna Range bathed in golden light, or reaching the Thorung La Pass, the highest point of the trek at over 17,000 feet, and feeling a sense of accomplishment like never before. Okay guys, this is it. Everest Base Camp. The ultimate goal for many adventurers, and we're actually doing it. We're talking about trekking to the foot of the highest mountain on Earth, Mount Everest. The energy here is electric. This is not a trek to be taken lightly. We've been training for months, acclimatizing to the altitude, and mentally preparing ourselves for the challenges ahead. But seeing that iconic peak up close makes it all worth it. We'll be following in the footsteps of legends, trekking through Sherpa villages, crossing icy glaciers, and pushing our bodies to the limit. But the views, the camaraderie, and the sense of accomplishment are unlike anything else. Imagine standing at Everest Base Camp, surrounded by towering ice formations, prayer flags fluttering in the wind, and the sheer magnitude of Mount Everest looming above. It's humbling, awe-inspiring, and a little bit terrifying all at the same time. From the heights of Everest, we're heading back down to earth, literally. We're off to Bardia National Park, a hidden gem in the lowlands of Nepal, known for its incredible wildlife and conservation efforts. Bardia is often overlooked by tourists, which makes it even more special. It's a place where you can truly escape the crowds and immerse yourself in the wilderness. Here, we'll hop on the back of elephants for a safari adventure like no other. Imagine gliding through grasslands taller than you, with nothing but the sounds of birdsong and the occasional trumpeting of a distant elephant. Bardia is home to a healthy population of endangered Bengal tigers, and we might just be lucky enough to spot one. But even if we don't, the thrill of the chase and the anticipation are all part of the experience. Alright guys, we're back in the Kathmandu Valley, but this time we're exploring the city of Patan, also known as Lalitpur, the city of fine arts. And trust me, this place lives up to its name. Patan is like Kathmandu's cooler, more laid-back sibling. It's a city steeped in history and culture, but with a more relaxed vibe. We're talking ancient temples, hidden courtyards, and streets lined with workshops where you can watch artisans practicing their craft. Patan Durbar Square is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a must-see. The architecture here is incredible, with intricate carvings, towering temples, and a royal palace that will transport you back in time. But Patan is more than just ancient history. It's a thriving hub for contemporary art and craftsmanship. We'll visit studios, meet local artists, and maybe even pick up a unique souvenir or two. And for all you foodies out there, Patan has some of the best Newari food in the valley. We're talking delicious momos, flavorful curries, and traditional dishes you won't find anywhere else. Get ready to be blown away, because we're ending our Nepalese adventure in one of the most stunning places on Earth, Gokyo Lakes. These turquoise blue glacial lakes, nestled amidst towering Himalayan peaks, are like something out of a dream. To get to Gokyo Lakes, we're taking the road less traveled. We're talking about a challenging trek through remote villages, across suspension bridges, and past glaciers that will take your breath away. But the journey is just as incredible as the destination. Imagine waking up in a tea house with panoramic views of snow-capped peaks, the air crisp and clean, and a sense of peace that washes over you. As we trek higher, the landscape becomes even more dramatic. We'll pass by yak herders, their animals grazing peacefully against a backdrop of towering mountains. We'll cross Chola Pass, a challenging but rewarding pass that offers breathtaking views of Everest and other surrounding peaks. And then we'll reach Gokyo Lakes. And that's a wrap on our epic journey through Nepal's top 10 destinations. From bustling cities to peaceful temples, adrenaline-pumping adventures to soul-stirring treks, Nepal has truly captured our hearts. We've experienced the warmth of the Nepali people, the richness of their culture, and the breathtaking beauty of their country. We've pushed our limits, faced our fears, and created memories that will last a lifetime. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Nepal's top tourist destinations. Remember, every trip you take contributes to the local communities here. Safe travel.